Life is dull, it's nothing but one big lull. Then presto, you do a skull and find that you're reeling. She sighs and you're feeling like the toy on a string. And your heart goes ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding.
And when the guests ask you what time it is, you should only refuse if he or she was rude to you. You do not bash their skulls in with a blunt object. It leaves a bad impression and it takes forever to get the stains out of the carpet. Man, I cannot believe they never taught you this stuff. And someone really need to replace this thing. It's unsightly and a health and safety hazard. Now you two take a break and think about what you've done. I'm taking your fancy outfits as compensation and a convenient disguise. Now I have a weird feeling that somebody in this hotel doesn't want me around. Well, the feeling is mutual, obviously. I just need to know who it is I'm projecting my hatred on first. But before all of that, I need to be able to move around freely. So, it's time to put on the mask and start blending in. Oh yeah, I'm feeling like a murdering psychopath already. I wonder if this was the dress code from before the war. If so, then those guys had some pretty weird ideas. Now granted, it's the same people who thought nuclear weapons were a good thing at the bartering table, but still, this is just messed up. Now, that investigator was supposed to meet someone in the bathhouse right about now. I totally worked that out using my incredible detective skills. The guy's diary had nothing to do with it. Okay, I just have to act natural and they will never suspect a thing. Think like a creepy psycho and I will be a creepy psycho. Shouldn't be that hard. I'm already halfway there. I just need to add some upper class flair into the mix. Good day to you, sir. How art thou this fine afternoon? The deed for which you have instructed has been completed. Rest thou worried head, for the heathen among us will trouble us no more. Man, I should make a living out of this shit. That was so uncanny I was annoying myself. Holy shit, this place is hot, and this mask is not making it better. I might be a little bit overdressed in here. Whew.
I hear a troublesome Legion camp got razed to the ground.
You need to be more specific than that, especially from me. That reminds me, I can't kill any more legionaries until I meet Caesar. God damn it. What am I supposed to do when I see one of those fuckers? Not open fire? This is worse than going cold turkey after 5 shots of jet. I'm already feeling the withdrawal symptoms. Or is that the heat in here? I don't know. Either way, I don't like it. Oh my god. Okay, I don't need the mask in here. Oh, who knew being fancy can be so uncomfortable? I nearly passed out from the heat stroke just now. It really isn't worth it. Oh hey, someone else is overdressed in here.
Who are you?
Oh, I know who I am. But the question is, who are you? And do you even know who you are? If not, then do you need an investigator to help you find out? Because I'm available for a reasonable fee.
You don't know? Oh, good, that's good. So they didn't send you after me. Where's the gentleman I'm supposed to meet?
Oh, he's around. He's in his room, actually. I would have brought him along, except I don't think the heat in here will do much to preserve his remains. He's dead, in case you haven't figured it out.
Oh my goodness me. They must know he was talking to someone on the inside. They'll be watching everyone closer now. I knew this was a mistake.
Well, you should have thought about that before you became a rat. Oh, I'm sorry. That's an ugly word. Let's go with informant instead. Of course, I guess not everyone will be that generous. Who are you so afraid of specifically?
Mortimer. If he realizes it was me the investigator was planning to meet, he'll have me killed.
You mean that guy at reception? He did give me the creeps when I talked to him. But then again, most of you guys do. So, he's the ringleader of this whole circus performance?
Yes. The White Glove Society strictly forbids eating humans. But we weren't always the White Glove Society. Mortimer and some of the others have regressed to the old ways. They've taken many people over the last few months, but always from Freeside or secluded places where they wouldn't be missed. It wasn't enough. Lately, they've gone for tourists here on the Strip, even in the hotel. I guess that's the hazard of a cannibal becoming a gourmet. It's hard to please a refined palate.
Oh, I see. So obviously this wasn't a problem until he started picking on the wealthier citizens. Jesus, I really need to introduce you guys to some of the people outside the Strip. You would have such a lovely time together. So, Mr. Informant, why don't you start by telling me what you were gonna tell the other guy?
The girl, the one who disappeared. I know what happened to her.
And how would you know? I'm bracing myself for the details, by the way. I'm not ruling out anything when it comes to you psychos anymore.
Because I distracted her fiancé while they took her. Well, I'm not proud of it, but I had to. They could see I was having second thoughts. Some of the White Gloves began meeting privately a while back. Started talking about how we'd lost our identity. I started attending because I thought it was about changing our politics. Then they started talking about returning to the old ways, and there was no way out. They'd kill me for the things I heard them say.
And then they probably eat you. How poetic would that be? It all comes full circle. So I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that girl has already been cooked, eaten, and flushed down the toilet. What about Ted Gunderson? Which stage of the process is he in?
He's alive, as far as I know. They're trying to keep him fresh. Mortimer has special plans for him. The White Glove Society has a banquet every night at 7. It's in our private section. Mortimer wants to reintroduce humans into our cuisine. Since eating people is a crime we punish by death, he's going to do it in secret. After everyone has eaten it, he'll tell them. With no real way to punish everyone, in Mortimer's mind anyway, their minds will be open to the idea of eating people as a delicacy.
Seriously? Are you guys that close to the edge? Ha! Talk about going cold turkey. I'm not sure I want to come back here even if this Mortimer's plan fails. Surely they'll just punish him and no one else.
They might, but to him, the legacy of returning to the old ways is worth his own life. I don't think he expects it, though. I don't either. Nothing is more important to the society than being on the cutting edge of New Vegas cuisine. Mortimer's idea will appeal to that need. He just has to get them over the taboo.
Like I said, not coming back here. So where is Ted being held? You guys don't freeze your meat, do you? Surely such fine connoisseurs would understand that frozen meat is ruined meat.
I don't know exactly. I wasn't in on it. I think some of them have stopped trusting me. But you can bet they're keeping him near the gourmand. Our chef, Philippe, has an obsession with fresh ingredients. It'd be back in the members-only section, so you'll have to be careful. Don't be seen, and more importantly, don't let them see Ted in the open. It's guarded both at the lobby entrance and in the access tunnels leading from the main restaurant.
Okay, so how am I supposed to get in there? I mean, I am great at pretending to be one of you guys, but something tells me security will be on the tight side for this exclusive club of yours, and I'm not sure a pompous attitude alone is going to cut it.
I could sponsor you as an honorary member, but I don't know that you've achieved the level of status that would gain the society's approval. Perhaps if you were to gain some more notoriety on the strip, we could get you in.
Notoriety?
Otherwise, you'll have to find some way to get inside quietly. It won't be easy, and it'll be harder still to get them out.
Have you guys been literally stuffing your head up the anus of your Sunday special? I'm the guy who got invited into the Lucky 38. I literally cannot get any more famous without using explosives and some very questionable ethics. You know what? Fuck you. I'll figure something out. And once I get in, then what?
Well, they'll all be sampling pre-war wines before the meal. Maybe it's as simple as drugging them. Although that wouldn't stop any future kidnappings. You'd have to expose Mortimer, but he's going to confess anyway. What if his revelation were a lie? What if no one had eaten human flesh but him? If you could somehow replace Philippe in the kitchen and serve a convincing substitute instead, you could walk Ted right through the middle of that room after Mortimer speaks, and then he'd have some explaining to do. Philippe has been trying to approximate the taste of human flesh for years. He must have a recipe somewhere.
Well, I have to say, that was about 1,000 times more subtle than what I had in mind. I mean, applying bullet to brain is not exactly award-winning as far as plans go, but it works. Alternatively, I could just tell the kid's father and let him sort out the mess. He's got the resources.
That may be true, but I wouldn't recommend it. He's built a reputation, and it isn't for calmness and impartiality. He's not what he looks like. They call him Hurricane Heck. The man built his empire by hiring mercenaries to drive off the competition. Lately, he's been attacking our Brahmin suppliers so he can take over their business. He's the sort to pound in a nail with a wrecking ball. If you give him the whole story on this, he'd be liable to raise the entire hotel. And God knows what he'd do to the rest of the strip.
Okay, fine, I get it. Don't take the simple way. Honestly, I would like to see that slimy bastard Mortimer try to explain himself when shit hits the fan. It's always funny watching an otherwise composed gentleman fall to pieces in public.
Let's plan on meeting again as soon as... Wait, did you hear something? Were you followed?
Hey, this disguise is flawless. Okay, never mind, this disguise is shit. Ow! Hello, good sir. Let me show you our secret handshake. Why are you backing away? How rude.
Drop your weapon. And now drop your own.
Okay, apparently we lie our canes with a diamond edge. Anything to look more civilized, right? Good lord, how long have you been following me? In hindsight, maybe you should have aimed for me first. That said, I'm not sure this pellet gun could have done much. If I could survive 2 9mm rounds in the face, then the smaller caliber has no chance. Right, let's just move this dead body further in. It's a perfectly normal activity here on the New Vegas Strip. Somebody's probably gonna find these two. Of course, by then I'd be long gone. They won't be able to prove shit. Who knows how many people they've pissed off after all. It's a shame about all this blood though. I bet the followers would have preferred to keep that on ice. Alright, time to put the mask back on. Back in the sweatbox. Okay. Now that I think about it, maybe that's what the followers have hiding in the closet. Considering the sheer amount of traumatic injuries they have to treat every day, they must have a steady supply of blood and organs coming from somewhere. Who knows? Maybe I can work as a... how did Veronica put it? Procurement specialist, there we go. I wouldn't even have to deliberately find people to kill like these guys are. Plenty of people already attack me on sight. The whole organ harvesting would just be a side effect to something that already happens on a daily basis. Of course, the organs will have to be fresh, so I would be limited to a small radius around the Mormon fort. Oh well, I'm sure I can bait some of the fiends over there. Those guys are not known for their intelligence after all. Then again, I don't think the followers would be interested in diseased organs contaminated by chems. Yeah, on second thought, maybe I should just leave this to professional body snatchers. And there's the illustrious club. What is it with the upper classes being exclusive? Do they get perks and bonuses or something? If so, I'd like my own butler and a little boy to bring me the morning papers. Of course it's locked. Guess I'm gonna have to sneak through the kitchens like a good little scoundrel. Not enough notoriety, my ass. What do they want out of me? Maybe their idea of notoriety is different from everyone else's. I haven't kicked over any beggars and spat in their faces yet, that's true. I haven't bribed anyone to get to the top either, so that's another count against me. Yeah, these guys operate on a different wavelength. Merit and abilities are probably not even in their dictionary. And they're the same people who used to look at passing travelers while salivating. What does that tell you? Okay, I swear to God, if Boone and the others recognize me and blow my cover, I'm just gonna switch to plan B and start shooting. It might be a pellet gun, but it still hurts like a son of a bitch. And something tells me these guys are way too squeamish to take the pain. A bunch of sissies is what they are. Wait a minute. Ha! Are you serious? Why are these lovely ladies just standing around? Why are they not being served? We reserved, they reserved a table, probably. Somebody needs to get their act together and start serving. Hey, you two, don't just stand there, do something. You've been drinking on the job, haven't you? I'll see your wages docked for this. Now, I'm just gonna go and see if their food is ready. You give them a bottle of wine on the house, you hear me? What the? Why is the kitchen door locked? Oh, is that why they're not getting their food? This service is a joke. The waiters should not have to lockpick their way in and out of the kitchen. I'm not experienced in the food industry, and even I know that. God, you got to try to do this while holding plates as well. If this place somehow doesn't close down by the end of the year, I will eat my own mask. And what is that smell? It's like a crematorium in here. What the hell are they cooking with? Well, whatever it is, the settings are way too high. Maybe I fancy medium rare. Ever thought of that? Guys, what the hell? Oh, hi, you look like you're having a lovely time. But seriously, what are you doing? Call me a Philistine, but I never thought propane was an essential tool for preparing Brahmin steak. And you know what? I'm just going to assume this is an experimental technique. You know, special request by the customer or something. Once again, I hope this is not how you prepare anything other than extremely well done. We're talking charcoal level and ultra crunchy well done. This might be how they prepared pre-war Salisbury steak. It will certainly explain a few things, like how are they still edible after 200 years. It's either that or the preservatives, I'm telling you. Okay, well, other than the Dragon Breath brothers upstairs doing their thing, this place is surprisingly quiet. Yeah, you would hardly know that there are hungry customers waiting to be served. Somebody needs to whip these guys into action, fast. Now, where is this special waiting room? I swear to God, if I open one of these doors and get buried in human remains, I'm just gonna set fire to this place. I have access to the necessary tools for once. I will be burning the evidence as well, sure. Oh, hi.
What do you think you're doing?
What am I doing? What the hell are you doing? People are waiting to be served upstairs, and you're just walking around like they pay you by the hour. Well, maybe you are, but that's no excuse. As for me, haven't you heard all the commotion with the investigator? It's time we move the kid to somewhere more secure. Mortimer demands it.
First he's too trusting, now he doesn't trust any of us. It addles the senses. I suppose caution is the desirable course at this point. It's all of our necks if something goes afoul.
Well, why don't you go and do something useful and leave this problem to me? Don't forget, our reputation as a restaurant is at stake here. You think those sandwiches on the casino floor are gonna keep this place afloat? Ha! You wish. God, these guys are hopelessly incompetent. Maybe there's more to them, I don't know. Hey, yes man, can you hear me? Have they fried you yet?
Yay, it's you!
Wow, you're still around? Okay, what the hell is the deal with the White Glove Society? How are they so well regarded if they can't do their job right? And please don't tell me anything obvious.
From what I understand, they're perfectly delightful. They're cultured, clean, and super polite. Benny didn't like them, though. He said they were creepy.
Well, thanks for telling me the obvious. Man, these robots are gonna be the death of me. Well, at least I found the chef. Now, is he gonna cooperate, or am I gonna have to whack him? Either way, he needs to be replaced for doing fuck all during prime time.
Salutations.
So, are you supposed to be—
Why are you standing still? Do you think the world waits for you while you stand there drooling? Get back out there and get to work.
Okay, fine, I'll sort it out, jeez. Wait a minute. No, fuck you, man. You're clearly not the chef around here. You're not even dressed properly. And what kind of chef carries their cleavers like that? Well, I don't care who you think you are, but I'm definitely not a common waiter, thank you.
Oh, really? So despite your filthy face and your vacant expression and your complete lack of human dignity, you're telling me you're not a server?
Why don't you say that to me again after work? I won't bring any guns into this. What made you think I would? Besides, I'm wearing a mask. Have you got x-ray vision, or is that just part one of your standard put-downs? And here I was about to offer you a cookbook publishing deal, but fuck that shit!
What, me? The supreme ruler of the Nevada dining scene? Teach some low-life half-wits how to make food that doesn't smell like burning excrement? Do you think it would sell?
Not with that attitude it wouldn't. I don't think anyone would want to sit through 20 pages of you insulting them before they even get to the contents page. In fact, I'm not even sure your recipes are worthy of this book. My clients are investing a shitload of money into this, so I'm gonna need a sample to convince them.
You're pushing your luck. Here, I have a few copies on me. This better be good enough. We're gonna have a real problem if this thing isn't a hit.
Wait for us to write the book first, for goodness sake. But this will do. Unfortunately, there are other problems I have to speak to you about.
Well, what do you want? I'm very busy here.
Well, so am I, you condescending prick. For a start, I am not convinced by your hygiene standards around here. I mean, what kind of chef would allow rat roaches to wander freely in their supply closet?
No, it'll ruin my ingredients.
Ruined would be a very big understatement, pal. You're lucky I'm not a health inspector. I thought being understaffed was your main problem at first, but that's nothing compared to this. Your standards are shocking. And you call yourself the best in the world? Well, if this is the best, then I guess the restaurant business died 200 years ago and never fucking came back.
Goddamn mother... Oh, let me out.
Oh, hell no, you pompous asshole. You need to sit in there and think about everything I said. It's obviously been a very long time since anyone said no to you, hasn't it? Well, I'm not just anybody, because I'm gonna show you how it's supposed to be done. With your recipes, sure, but my point stands. Okay, I can't work like this. Oh man, that's better. Now, how hard can this be? It's just a case of following instructions, right? Besides, it only needs to fold them for a couple of minutes. I've got this completely under control. Now, where are the fire extinguishers? I won't need them, but it never hurts to be prepared.